You should be good to go. Bum 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 bum. Hey everybody, bum bum bum. Are you guys here yet? Bum bum bum. Just double checking. Bum bum bum. Getting everything. Come on, camera. Don't get all fuzzy on me now, camera. Darn it. That's really annoying when it does that. And now we go back here again. Do 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 do. Boo 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 boo. Bo 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 bo. Let's see. Are we actually up and streaming live? Let's find out. Let's see. Are we actually up and streaming live? How's our sound doing? Everybody. There we go. There we go, everybody. Oh, he needs the switch. There we go. Got it. Hey, Thavish, what's up, man? Thank you. Yeah, I kind of hate this haircut, but I appreciate your positive stain. War Dog King, how can I join the tournament? War Dog King, let me go ahead and send you the, here is the bump, bump, bump. There is, go to the Discord, and that's where you join in. People coming live. People going live. And Sniper Ace, hey, what's up, man? Nice Apex stream. Huh, thank you. Yeah, that one. Oh, is it still set to the Apex stream? Oops. Let's go ahead and change that. Slaton Showdown 6. You are absolutely right, buddy. I didn't even see that. Brawl Stars. Boom. And done. And let's see. Let's make sure that YouTube is on the proper stream informations. Bum, bum, bum. Does YouTube say I'm streaming Clash Royale? Does it say that I'm streaming Brawl Stars? What does YouTube say I'm streaming right now? Down, down, down. Dun, 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 dun. It says we're streaming Brawl Stars. Great. Will you be taking part? Thavish, I don't play. I just cast it, but I'll be here. I'll be here and be a part of your life. Doing all the mischief and mayhem. Welcome, everybody, to the Slaton Showdown 6. I am getting all of the information properly organized here, and we will be going live with the first round in just a couple of minutes. Let's go ahead and go here. I need to make some changes to our opening round from what I've seen. In-game name. Freeze Boy, is Oh Hi Mark also registering, or is it you and Freezing? Are you Freezing Flame? Or is it just like, was Oh Hi Mark a person? All right, we are moving Keenan out of round number 1, and we're gonna put Freezing Flame back in. Boom, boom, boom. Freezing Flame is in for Keenan in round number 1. Let's go to Discord. At everyone. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Send that. Got it. Charlie Gore, I came here for the Apex. Oh, sorry, Seagore88. It's, I accidentally mislabeled the initial one. Ruta B, happy Thursday. What's up, man? Just randomly good to see you. Dakota, what's happening, brother? Good to see you as well. Freezing Flame, oh, hi. And Freezing Flame is in. Oh, Seagore, so grab a Twitch Prime. Thank you. I know who you are. Thank you. All right, let's start. Let's make sure the registration is up. Going back to the Discord here. the King. War Dog King, what is your in-game name? Put that in the Discord so I can put you on for one of the, whichever one of the heats you're gonna go into. So far, this is Heat 1. I'm trying to figure out who is gonna be the final spot in Heat 1. Let's see. Oh, Wolfgang and Dawn Shredder are both in. So let's go ahead. You know what? Let's add Wolfgang into Heat number 1. And we have Dawn Shredder. And then we have, let's see, I guess I'll put in _king for now. We need to work on how this registration stuff works, guys. It needs to work just a little bit cleaner. Logix, thanks for the sub, man. Was that a sub? I'm like not even watching what's happening here. Let's go to this screen. Dude, that's huge. Thank you very much. That feels fantastic. I really appreciate that, man. Sub love today. Sub love today. Okay, let's get this back over this way. And if you guys haven't yet, let me send everyone the club info to make sure. There's the club tag. I have to send it one more time. Sorry to the YouTube chat. There we go. Yeah, Golden Crow is the thumbnail today. So if no matter what heat you're in, go ahead and join the club so it's easier. We are in the Slaton Showdown 6. Let me bring back up our sheet here. If you have not been put into a heat yet, oh, PewDiePie is what the king, isn't it? That's hilarious. All right, let me make sure. So that's currently Heat 1, but we're gonna see if everyone's actually here for Heat 1. And if not, then people will get subbed in. So let me go into the club. All right, let's see. Let me do a roll call here. Wolfgang is in. Great. Let's go. The Freezing Flame is there. Zach is there. Hellrat. No Hellrat yet. Okay. Logix is here. Great. Musty. No Musty. Okay. Bad Bunny. No Bad Bunny yet. Ruda B. Oh no, Ruda B. Oh no, Ruda B might get put in. Oh, Ruda B. So I might move Ruda B into the first heat because Ruda B's here. So Ruda B, I'm gonna switch you in with Bad Bunny for the moment. And Bad Bunny's going to Heat 2. Yeah, Ruda B, I just put you in. Dakota, are you playing today? Bad Bunny is online, but not in the club. Okay, good to know. Well, tell Bad Bunny to get up. Is that you? Oh, is that you, Bad Bunny? It's just random. I don't remember everyone's names, like what they are outside of. Let's see. AA Yusuf. I don't see AA Yusuf. I'm a Crow. I don't see I'm a Crow. Payless Jimmy is in. Okay, so you know what? We're gonna switch Payless Jimmy into round number 1 for Yusuf. Hopefully the lag isn't too bad. Yeah, I agree. Zero is Zero here. I don't see Zero. So if you're here and you want to be in round 1 and you're currently not listed on round 1, give me a shout in the chat and I will throw you into round number 1. Who's the host? Who thinks they have the best Wi-Fi? That's the real question. Who thinks they have the best Wi-Fi? So currently round 1 has Freezing Flame, Zach, Hellrat, Logix, Musty, Ruda B. I thought I pulled Yusuf out. Why is that not updated? That's not good. That should be updated. Is it because I didn't? Oh, Payless Jimmy. Little Top Hat, can I still join? Yeah, absolutely. We'll put you into the mix. Wardog King Gaming. I will take Heat 2, please. What's your in-game name? Let's see. Jedi Ben and Top Hat. We're adding Jedi Ben, and Top Hat. Let me do one more roll call for round 1 here. Freezing Flame is in. Zach is in. I still don't see Hellrat, so I'm gonna have to switch Hellrat out. Logix is here. Musty is currently not here, so I'm gonna have to switch Musty out. Ruta B is here. Oh, Jedi Ben's not in the stream. Oh, HBK Carlos is here. Great. Oh, PewDiePie, you want to go Heat 2. Yes, you are in Heat 2, Wardog, so there you go. Logix will host. Okay, so Logix will be the host. We're good with that. That sounds great. Let me see. I'm a Crow, I still have not seen, so we're gonna switch out I'm a Crow. We're gonna switch out Zero, because I have not seen Zero either. So let me go look at the people who are in clan who are currently set for round 2, but are around and down to play. PewDiePie wanted round 2. Double D, I didn't see Double D registered anywhere. Logix, can you go ahead and start the in-game friendly? Get that going, and then we will, you know, start inviting people who are on and in the clan. Thank you, Logix. Dakota. Oh, Dakota, you can swap in. Excellent. Yeah, Dakota, go ahead. And jump on in and we will get you in there. Yeah, because I need to take, Musty is currently not here, so Musty's coming out. And Hellrat's currently not here, so Hellrat's coming out of round 1 as well. Oh, Hellrat is here. There you go, Hellrat. There is the club info. Okay, so Hellrat is here. Good. So Hellrat will stay in Heat number 1. And we're going to get going here in just a couple minutes, guys. We're just getting everything all organized. So let's see. Freezing Flame. Oh, Musty is here too. Okay, great. So that is all evened out. All right, let me just go ahead and I think we're just missing I'm a Crow. And this is not liking that. We're missing I'm a Crow and Zero from Heat 1. So, Heat 2, Bad Bunny, Yusuf, Super Saiyan, Lance, Keenan, Don Treader, PewDiePie, Jedi Ben, Top Hat, and Carlos. If any one of you guys want to sub in, I'm a Crow and Zero are both coming out. Prize pool is going to be $20 again here, Keenan. I'm working on getting some more. Lance wants to get in group 1. Okay, excellent. So Lance is getting moved into group number 1 in place of Zero. There you go. Lance, you are in Heat 1, and we have one more open spot in Heat 1. Dakota, is your did you join the I can put you in Heat number 1. What is happening here? Why is all this craziness happening? Oh, that should not be happening here. Okay, that's good to know. That should not be happening. Bring this over here. We are almost ready to go, everybody. Very, very close. Just making sure everything is. Dakota, did you jump into the in-game clan? I'm not seeing you, but I will put you in Heat 1. Oh, there we go, Dakota. Okay, so Dakota, Super Sai, you are in Heat 2. Okay, so Heat 1 should be set. Logics, let me know when everyone is registered, is in the in-game clan. So let's see. Freezing Flame. Oh yeah, we had to move I'm a Crow and 0. All right, so Heat 1. There we go. Freezing Flame, Zach, Hellrat, Logics, Musty, Ruta B, Payless, Jimmy, Lance, Dakota, and Wolfgang. And Logics will let me know when everyone's good. Super Sai, if someone wants to switch, out from number 1, if Dakota's not here in a minute, if Dakota's not here, as Logics, is Dakota the last person? Because if Dakota's the last person here and doesn't show up in like a minute, then we can sub Super Sai into round 1, and Super Sai can go round 2. By the way, Super Sai, are you in the club? Remember, Super Sai, you do have to be around for the finals as well. And just for everyone to know, it's all about how. So I'll just give you 1 second here before we get started. I'm gonna grab my coffee, and when I get back, we will start round number 1. Hopefully everything will be ready to go. Remember, our first map for Heat number 1 is going to be Scorched Stone. So let's get Scorched Stone queued up. All right, all set here. Give me 1 second. We'll be ready to rock. Coffee time. Meet my caffeine feet. Get this thing going. All right, here we go. Logics, are we ready to start the? Are we ready to start Heat number 1? I have to do a quick picture here for my buddy mine. Logics, are we ready for? Don't queue it up quite yet. Just let me know if we're ready. And I'm gonna go ahead and do. Okay, let me do our intro for YouTube, and we'll get going. Hey, welcome to the Slaton Showdown 6. I'm Rich Slaton. This is the only best number 1 solo showdown Brawl Stars competition in the world. I've declared that right now, so it has to be true. Some of the best solo showdown players are here today. Fantastic players, some of our former champions. Keenan is here, Wolfgang is here. A lot of the high-level players. It's going to be pretty high and heavy action. We're getting ready for round number 1 of Heat number 1. So let's go ahead and queue that up, and we will get into some solo showdown. So Wolfgang, so Logics, let me know when we're up and ready to rock. And I can edit this for the back end. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. We are in matchmaking here, and let's get into our spectate. And round number 1 is underway of Heat number 1. Remember, there are a limited number of rounds for this first heat. People to get themselves ready and into our finals. Top 5 make the finals, each heat of 10 players. The top 5 from each go to our final 10 to take a shot at winning the cash here in our solo showdown competition. Dakota making a return to the Slaton Showdown, going with Colt on Scorched Stone for our opening map. Lance on the inside, keeping Logics kind of paired up against the Gene as well. We're seeing a lot of Pam again today. Pam has been pretty popular so far in the Slaton Showdown, so here we are, Musty going back to Crow. Musty's played Crow a lot before, feels really good with that brawler. Logics getting pinned on the outside right now. Wolfgang going with Gene, so very interesting choice here from Wolfgang. I don't know if you've seen much Gene play from the former, I believe it was 2nd place finisher actually, behind his teammate and clubmate Arc Rider, who stole it from him in the Slaton Showdown 4. This, of course, is Slaton Showdown 6 at this stage. Our champion from Showdown 5 will be in Heat number 2 today. So now we are down just to our top 6. Freezing Flame takes out Payless Jimmy, and Wolfgang just barely staying alive, dodging the rockets, and wow, unbelievable move and shake and bake from Wolfgang. Ruta B stuck on the outside, and Zach takes Ruta B out with some nasty work from Pam. Continuing to be a little OP here. Freezing Flame holding core on the inside, doing a classic Crow maneuver here on Scorched Stone, cubed up to 5 already, and waiting for people to have to come in. Everyone knows there's a big beefy bull on the inside right now. No one wants to get close and get killed. And there you go. Lance goes down. Freezing Flame goes, picks up both of those cubes, now pushing Hellrat. Hellrat stuck now, is going to have to take some damage from that poison if he wants to stay alive. Throws down his super. Freezing Flame in a lot of trouble here. Wolfgang takes Freezing Flame out, so now it's 2 Pams and a Jean. Zach and Hellrat up against Wolfgang. Wolfgang taking Pam down, but nope, it's Pam versus Pam. Hellrat versus Zach. Hellrat, a recent top 3 finisher here. And Zach, Hellrat and Zach both made the top 3 in Slaton Showdown 5, so here we are at 6, and both out to a nice start. It is getting very, very tight here. Hellrat does have the advantage on health, but Zach has the supers, and there we go. Zach able to get the totems down, and that is some fantastic play. 2 of our top 3 finishers ended up making the top 2 again, so Slaton Showdown 6 off to a hot start. Let's go ahead and get those scores plugged in. All right, guys, can I get the screenshot there so I can get this score in? You'll see I'm going to do things a little more official, so when I edit this thing down for the final YouTube product, I can cut back and forth a little more cleanly here. Let's go ahead and if someone could send me the screenshot so I can plug in our scores, please and thank you. Bum bum bum, ba-da-dum bum 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 bum, and I will get to the chat here in just a moment. So you can post them in the channel if you want to, or you can post them where is the channel, or you can DM them to me. 5 move on to the finals from each heat. I look tired? Thank you. Yeah, I am tired. I have a kid. Yeah, 10 people are in the finals. It's 5 and 5. Let's go ahead and get the score, the screenshot to me so I can go ahead and do our scoring. Wow, we're here. Slaton Showdown 7 will be next week, Thursday, March 28th, 2 p.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. Eastern time. And of course, this weekend, this Saturday, Battleground Weekly 6, CRL format for Clash Royale, top players. All right, so we do have our results in. Let's go ahead and put those in. And Zach coming in first place, Hellrat coming in second, and Wolfgang coming in third, along with Freezing Flame in fourth. And then we have Lance, Ruta B, and Logix coming in, or Lance, Ruta B, and Payless Jimmy coming in points, and then Logix, Musty, and Dakota all coming up short. So here, after one round, we have our current leaderboard. Logix, we have our next round all queued up? Excellent. So let's go ahead and get into our next round. Currently, Zach is our leader out with an early 5 points. Hellrat in second place with 3 after that nice opening game. And we are getting into our next map. A lot of fun early action here. And we are in matchmaking, so we will be live in just a moment with our next round. And we are up. And we see a lot of Pam again, though. Freezing Flame and Lance both going with Colts. So a lot of ranged brawlers here in a map that does have a lot of tightness. So very interesting choices here. Everyone going ranged, sticking to the outside. Lance and Freezing Flame and Logix all kind of taking it easy right now. Zach and Dakota going toe-to-toe. Zach, our current second place player, our second current leader, sorry, in a lot of danger though. He could go out first. Hellrat trying to push on Zach, knows that Zach is going to be early competition. Zach down to 234. Can Zach stay alive? Dakota's trying to push as well. Dakota does not push Zach. Zach is still alive, so the leader might have just survived a very dangerous situation. Freezing Flame unfortunately gets caught there by Ruta B. Some people say Shelly is OP. I tend to disagree, but that was not the moment to prove my point here. Musty taking Dakota out. Dakota going with a very classic choice for this map in the Dynamite, but Dynamite no longer in contention for points on this round. Musty trying to avoid damage, currently at 4 with the Mortis, so a nice position for Musty as well. Zach now in the middle, playing the Nita, trying to put some heat on Musty. Musty doing his best to dance here. Hellrat is currently stalking Musty, trying to force Musty to the inside towards that very dangerous Shelly. Wolfgang trapped right now between Anita and a Pam. A very difficult situation, and Hellrat does a good job, but that's going to be a super. So, can Wolfgang finish Hellrat? But no, Musty comes in and going to take both of them out. Unbelievable Mortis play. Such opportunistic assassination by Musty. Now that Mortis at 6, this Mortis proving to be a pretty good solution here. Ruda B trying to avoid any damage from that bear. Does get hit a little bit, but won't really affect Ruda at the moment. Shelly staying inside, trying to get that super charged up. Musty now trapped between Zach and Ruda B. Our Pam up top, completely out of the action, just trying to harass a little bit, and Musty does go down. So after a really, really nice combination kill earlier on, Musty will not make our top 3, but does get 2 points in space number 4. Zach at 7, currently feeling like he has this one in hand. Might get 2 wins in a row to open this thing up. Ruda B goes down. Zach now keeping the pressure on 9 points. This should be all done. And Zach takes out Logix in round number 2. Another excellent performance by your leader. So that's back-to-back opening victories here for Zach. So we already know Zach's at 10 points. Going to be very hard to unseat him from those top 5. It's almost like he could lose out at this point and still make it into our finals. Really, really great work here from a guy who already has placed in the money in one of our tournaments before. So very, very nice work, Zach. Logix, let's see if we can get those scores in. I need to make myself do some better stop downs so that I can edit this more easily for the final production. Waving bye to a buddy of mine who was hanging out here before the show. Oh, you know what I didn't even do was tweet out that we were live. So let's go ahead and share that the Slaton Showdown 6 is live. Bum bum bum, ba-dum bum bum bum, bum 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 bum. So waiting on our scores. Hey everybody, how you doing? Let's go ahead and throw up some information for those of you who want more competition streamed your way. Slaton Showdown 7 will be next week. And of course, Battleground Weekly pro-level Clash Royale players, many of which with CRL experience, in a warm-up sort of series of tournaments hosted by Matt Rutledge of Complexity Gaming. So we're getting our next round of scores in here in just 1 second. Getting our scores all loaded up. All right. And there you have it. After 2 rounds, it is Zach in a commanding lead at the top with 10 points. And really anyone's game right now for the other 4 spots. Of course, the top 5 all make it on to our next round. So really excited to see how this one plays out. We're getting our next map queued up here. We are ready. So unbelievable play so far. This has been a ton of fun. Again, here is one more look at your current leaderboard as we're getting into round number 3. Again, we will not be going 8 rounds here in this first heat because the initial heats only go 5. So we are just waiting here, queuing up now for our next round. And we are just about ready to go. We are getting into our spectate mode. Waiting to come out live here. And there we, sorry. And here we go with round number 3, and we already lost Dakota to Wolfgang. 2 bulls in the mix, and of course you see a lot of Pam Musty going back to the Mortis, which worked well, but Musty has been playing some slightly unorthodox brawlers, you know, a Crow and Mortis, and having mixed success. Big-time kills, but not a lot of big-time finishes, so Musty has to find a way to get into those top 3 or top 4 and really stack up some points here. Of course, remember, number 1 gets 5 points, number 2 gets 3, and 3rd and 4th place get 2 points per round. Ruda B going with Crow. We have a couple of Crows here. Lance playing Crow as well. Payless Jimmy. A lot of people say that Daryl is really nasty, specifically in solo showdown because of the value of that super. So we'll see if that plays off here. Freezing Flame goes down, and Lance with a spin. So unfortunate. Lance getting -1 points for this round because, again, ignorance of the rules is no excuse. Any spinning is a -1 and no points received. So Lance can go ahead and win this thing and still get no points here. What an unfortunate turn of events. Guys, you have to read the rules to this tournament. There is no spinning allowed for BMing, for teaming, for any reason whatsoever. So very unfortunate turn for Lance, but the rules, them's the rules, as they say. Wolfgang choosing again to go. And this again, look, a huge beefy bull at 6 cubes right now. Wolfgang on the inside at 9,600 health, so pretty massive. Pam with Logix' Pam on the outside. Zach choosing to go with Spike and trying to fight off both a Mortis and a bow. Does not work out for him. Musty goes down in spot number 5, so only 1 point for Musty. So we have 2 bows and a Pam. No big surprises there. And a lot of danger right now for Wolfgang on the board. All those bow supers. So Wolfgang has to be very careful. Despite being so heavy right now, he could be in a lot of trouble. He has to watch out both for that chip damage of Logix that's going to stay on him and those supers from both Hellrat and Lance. And he does go down. So now Logix being pinned by both Hellrat and Lance. It's going to be brutal. Lance could end up winning this round and getting 0 points for it because does not. And there you go. Unbelievable, Lance. Oh my gosh, that has got to be so frustrating. Such an unfortunate turn of events. Lance getting the round 3 victory, but spinning is never allowed, and I have to be a stickler for the rules because the rules are the rules. So despite getting first place in the round, Lance is getting -1 point for the round. It's a hard and fast rule for a reason. So let's go ahead and get into our screenshot here, and I will start scoring the rest of the scoring for that round. Unbelievable. Let's go ahead and, yes, you can join in if we have room available. There's a bit of a waiting list at the moment, but the Discord has the rules and registration information. Let me go ahead, and as soon as I get the screenshot here, I will update our scoreboard. This is the Slaton Showdown 6, a competitive solo showdown with a cash prize. We are currently in heat number 1. It's been an exciting heat, I'll tell you that much. But what a crazy turn of events. Very unfortunate for Lance. He's got to be disappointed when he finds that out. Let's go ahead and get our screenshot so I can score this round, and we'll continue to move along through the competition. Wow. Wow, I cannot believe it. That is so wild. That is so unbelievably wild. I hope someone's explaining to Lance the rules right now so he doesn't make that same mistake again, because, I mean, that's a difference between him making the finals and not making the finals. All right, let's go ahead and I'll score this thing up. Lance, despite being first, gets -1. So this just opened this whole thing up to a lot of other people. That would have been very, very different had that not been the case. So going here and tabulating our scores. 1 second here. Wow, that's just rough. So here you go, your scores after 3 rounds, and the big story of round number 3, Lance taking first place in the round, but because of the no spinning, the hard and fast no spinning rule, Lance ends up taking, instead of 5 points positive, 1 point negative. So that's a 6-point swing in the wrong direction for Lance. That's gotta hurt, and it's gonna hurt his chances as well. And now you see the top starting to take some form here. Zach in first place at 11 points, still holding on despite a slightly rough moment. Hellrat and Logix in second and third. Wolfgang knocking on the door at fourth place, but still, remember the top 5 will go on to the finals. Ninja Cat, I will get you a new link here in a moment. Logix, let's go ahead and get our next round queued up, our round number 5. I don't know why that link is expired. Let me go ahead and give you a new one. There's a new Discord link. I need to fix this issue with the Discord links because they have been real frustrating lately. It seems lag only happens at the worst times. Well, yeah, that's the story of lag, I feel like, is that lag really only happens at bad times. It never happens at a good time. So Logix, let me know when we are up for our next round. And we're waiting for our next round. Oh, Dakota had to leave. Well, I mean, I understand from that from that score sheet. That makes sense. There's a bot now, so if someone wants to sub in for Dakota, you'd have 0 points. But someone can sub in for round 2 and for round 4 and 5 and see if they can get in. So if someone feels like they want to join up at the last second, there's the club code. Let's give this 1 minute here and see if someone wants to take Dakota's spot. Otherwise, though, had to eat dinner. Lance gone as well. Huh, two players who were both, you know what? Logix, let's just go. Let's just go with it. And I'll explain what happened, that 2 players at the bottom of the sheet just both pieced out. Yeah, Lance, Bad Bunny, you are already in the next heat. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this next one out, and I will explain what happened when we get into our next heat with our change in our lineup. Let's get going with our next round. So as you can see, a huge change in our lineups. Lance and Dakota both now have been replaced with bots. Obviously they were at the bottom of the score sheet, and I'm wondering if Lance got frustrated with the rule situation when he lost those points and left. So we'll find out more from Lance hopefully in the future. Dakota had to go eat dinner, but at 3 zeros, wasn't losing a lot here. I bet dinner would have been postponed if he had 3 5s, you know what I'm saying? But we love Dakota here. He's been a long-time participant and winner of the first ever Slaton Showdown. So, but the competition level does continue to rise here. A lot of these players are over 10K players now at this stage, so we're starting to see some advancement overall in the competition. So we do have 2 bots in the mix, and one of them gets taken out by Logix, but Wolfgang takes Logix out. So now we're down to our top 8. Freezing Flame. Going with Bull, this is an interesting map choice for Bull, so I'm a little surprised by that. And you can see there's so much open space. Bull gets taken out easily. I guess if you're going to try to rush the middle, Bull's an okay choice here, but not a lot of cover for the close-range brawler. Musty going back to Crow. Musty pretty much sticks with Crow and Mortis almost all the time. Hellrat back to Pam again. So you see a lot of the players with their tendencies. I do like the choice Zach is making here with Penny. I believe he played Penny on this map the last time around. You can see there's 2 Pennies on the board. Wolfgang and Zach both going Penny, and it's that mortar just creates so many problems for so many players. You can see Musty now being harassed by the mortar of Wolfgang, and Wolfgang combos Musty off the board. So now down to our top 6. Payless Jimmy playing the Primo. Again, a kind of an interesting brawler for all the open range. You can see currently no cubes, no power for Payless Jimmy. So Payless Jimmy has to do something here. Probably could get eliminated very, very quickly if he's not careful. And there you go. Payless Jimmy does go out, and Zach now pushing Wolfgang's mortar, getting rid of it, puts his own mortar up, trying to hit this bot out. The bot does go down, so again, remember those bots replaced 2 of our players, one of whom, and I'm very curious to see if Lance just got frustrated, he didn't know the rule or what happened there. So Hellrat now out on the outside as well, down to our top 3. It's a fast and furious fight. Wolfgang and Zach, Penny versus Penny, and it is Zach taking out Wolfgang. That is 3 of the 4 rounds with victories for Zach. So really unbelievable play here. Zach made the top 3 last time. Looking to make our finals one more time here. We'll get our scores in just a moment, but the big story so far has been Zach with 3 wins out of 4 rounds so far, showing up here at Slaton Showdown 6. All right, let me go to the chat here. Yeah, Super Sai. There's an if you read, make sure you read the rules before you play. The rules are posted in the Discord, and the rules tell exactly what what's going on here. There is a hard and fast no spinning rule. It's very important to remember that rule is designed to prevent any sort of possibility of teaming. So even if you spin to BM, no matter what, it's just, I don't want to have to make decisions about it. The rule is no spinning. So hopefully everyone knows to obey that rule and doesn't get, oh, that's the wrong, I'm on the wrong thing there. Darn it. So I cannot adjust that. I'm going to go ahead and put, here's the Discord. Freezing Flame can't deal with the lag. So Freezing Flame, you've had a lot of lag issues, man. I don't know if everyone's having the same lag issues, so we'll have to figure out what's going on for you. But that's pretty frustrating for you, I can imagine. So let's go ahead and let me take a look at that score. All right, I'm gonna update the scores from round number 4. Zach taking another victory. Wolfgang taking 2nd place for 3 points. Ruda B getting 2 points, and Hellrat getting 2 points. The bot number 2, which was Lance, getting 1 point. Payless Jimmy getting 1 point, and Musty taking 1 point as well. Freezing Flame, man, I don't know what to do about the lag issues, man. That's really, really frustrating for you. So let's go ahead and get our scores up. So here we have our scores after our whole 4 rounds. Zach out to a commanding lead here in heat number 1, followed by Hellrat and Wolfgang in 2nd and 3rd. Logix and Ruda currently in qualification standing, but Musty and Payless Jimmy still in the mix. Freezing Flame having to drop out because of lag issues. So we're going to be replacing Freezing Flame with a bot as well. So that's 3 players going down to being replaced by bots today for various reasons. One had to go to dinner. One got a little frustrating. I think got a little frustrated with being penalized for the spinning rule, and one too much lag. So a little unfortunate there that that's the results, but that's the way the game goes sometimes. So now we're going to get into our 5th and final round here of heat number 1 before we go to heat number 2. We're moving to Double Trouble. Double Trouble is our next map. And here we go. Getting into round number 5, the final round of our first heat here at Slaton Showdown 6. That's a lot of different numbers. And as you can see now, we have 3 bots because of the replacements that took place due to various issues. Wolfgang and Logix both going Pam here. Pretty safe choices. Ruda B trying to go all in with a Shelly. Make sure he can stay in one of those top 5 spots. You know, with 3 bots here, this should be pretty safe territory for a lot of these players. Zach pushing that bot all the way into the corner. Logix and bot number 3 going head-to-head with a Brock and a Pam. Ruda B needs to be careful. It's kind of an open map. And Ruda B, I did not see his total Q count. Hellrat up to 4 right now. Payless Jimmy going with Primo again, and that Primo has not been working out. These are very open maps for Primo. And unless you're rushing the middle and getting beefed up early, very difficult to play a Primo in these situations. Wolfgang sitting on 3. Logix eliminates that bot, so now we're down to 9 players. Only 1 eliminated so far as the map continues to shrink. Zach sitting on 5 as his bow. Played a little fast and loose there against a bull, but does survive, and now it's Wolfgang and Logix with the 2 Pams getting rid of that bot. And Hellrat trying to push hard against a Jesse bot, but does not quite get the finish. We are down to our top 7 at the moment, and Hellrat does take out that turret, so now we're down to our top 6. Zach keeping Logix on the outside. Musty and Ruda B. Ruda B having some trouble with that turret, the Jesse turret of Musty. Musty going a little more traditional this time, going away from the Crow and Mortis he's known for normally playing. Hellrat in trouble with Daryl the Barrel down to 3276, able to heal up, but now trapped between Musty and Ruda B. Hellrat goes down to our top 4 now. I believe all 4 of these players have already... No, Musty's on the bubble here, so this could be a big play for Musty. A couple of points here, down to the top 3. If Musty can make the top 2, would guarantee a spot. And there you have it. Musty takes out Zach, and Wolfgang ends up as our #1 player. Fantastic work by Wolfgang. We'll have to go to our scores here in a moment and see who made it into the finals. It was very, very tight in those scores, of course. No question that Zach made it in. No question now that Wolfgang made it in. The question will be, who's going to make it into that bubble on that 5th spot? Did Musty do enough to move into one of those top 5 spots and on into our finals? We're just finishing up heat number 1 for everyone who's watching. I'll be getting heat number 2 organized here in just a minute. Everyone who's ready for heat number 2, make sure you are in the club, and we'll organize heat 2 here in just a couple of moments. I'm first going to go ahead and get the scoring for heat number 1 done and make sure we have our finalists, and then we'll set up heat number 2 and get that going as well. Let me go ahead and close this door. I really need to have an admin on this stuff. Okay, so we have our scores in. Let me go ahead and tally all of our scores up, and we will get this thing sorted out, and we'll see who is moving on and who is moving home. Just tabulating here. One moment. So guys, just to go over the results from round number 5, it was Wolfgang coming in first, followed by Zach in second, Musty and Ruda B coming in 3rd and 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th, or 5th and 6th were Hellrat and Logic. So let's take a look at the final scoreboard, the top 5 moving on to the finals. And there you have it, our top 5. Zach obviously came in first in heat number 1 at 19 points. Wolfgang at 13 in second, Hellrat in 3rd. And Musty's 2 points just not quite enough to pass Ruda B. So your finalists, Zach, Wolfgang, Hellrat, Logix, and Ruda B. Moving on to our finals. Musty so close there, and really if Musty had just been able to get into our 2nd place that time around, that would have been enough to at least tie Ruda B, if not potentially take that away from Ruda B. So that was a huge moment here for Musty, but that's it for heat number 1. I'm going to go ahead and take down our finalists, and we will move on to heat number 2. So, Zach, Wolfgang, Hellrat, Logix, and Ruda B are all in our finals. There we go, everybody. Okay, let me go ahead and let's get ready for our next round here. Let me see who's here. Okay, so Keenan is here. So, if you are here, oh, not Ruta B, that should be Keenan. Second round is about to start. Why is that not processed yet? There we go. Keenan is going to be in this round. Yeah, perfect timing there, Keenan. Nice work. Yeah, PewDiePie is going to be, or War Dog is going to be also in heat number 2. Super Psy is going to be in heat number 2. Excellent. And let me go ahead and take a look at some of these things here to make sure I see everyone who's in there. Bad Bunny is in heat number 2. Keenan, if you could start putting together the friendly game, that would be great. Let's see who all is here. Ninja Cat One and Only. What's your in-game name? I need to get people who already pre-registered in before you, but if there's still room once all people who pre-registered are have their spots, then you will be in. So Jedi Ben. Jedi Ben is in. Who else is here? Oh, I don't know if Jedi Ben is online actually, so I'll have to see that. Top Hat and Top Hat is in. And Dawn Shredder. Now, assuming all these people are actually here, so that'll be a big question. We will find out. Yeah, so the question, WFC, is if you pre-register before the people who, because we have registration open for a while, so I'm just making sure that everyone who registered before you is in, because there's a waiting list, but it looks like you will probably have a spot. So I'm just going through to make sure that everyone who registered before you is in, and then I believe we will have a spot for you. So I'm just double checking right now. Let's take a look. Bad Bunny. I have not seen Yusuf. I have not seen. Yeah, Bad Bunny, you're in. You're in. Ninja Cat, you'll probably have a spot. Just let me make sure everything is all sorted out here. If someone knows Dawn Shredder, can you make sure that he is here? Because we are about to go. We're getting ready to go here. Coffee. Oh, you know what, guys? I'll bring you back up. You guys can see me while I'm doing my work. Let's see. You know what, Ninja Cat? I'm gonna go ahead and put you in because. Oh, give me a second here. Let me just double check. I'm gonna go ahead and put you in because it looks like the people who were in that spot have not shown up. So you are in. Let me go ahead and bring this up. This is the current list for this round. If you believe you should be in round number 2 and you're not on this, in Heat 2, go ahead and let me know. Keenan, are you getting the game going? Dana, did you didn't register in the Discord, but I'm gonna put you in. But please make sure you register in the Discord from now on. It definitely helps me organizing this whole thing. And Dana, everyone try to make sure you're actually gonna be here for the entire time, you know? Or Dania, right? Not Dana. Yeah, Dania. All right, Dania, you are in. Keenan, are you in the chat right now? So we can get this round going. Let me know if you are here. Oh, well, that was a crazy first round, huh, everybody? A lot of fun. Yo, I can host, but. What's the but there, Keenan? Ah, waiting for my computer to turn in. Got it. Well, let's get the host going. So, as a quick note, we'll take a look here at the Slaton Showdown clan for a second, and you can see we have a lot of high-level players here in the Slaton Showdown 6. Keenan, a pro player at 1400, Wolfgang also at 1400. But look at that, that's a lot of players over 10K participating in the Slaton Showdown 6. Hellrat asks, where is Toxic Mod Mark? Oh, you're in a stream and play. Where is Toxic Mod Mark? He has baseball practice, so no Toxic Mod Mark today, unfortunately. We need to get some more mods and administrators involved so that a lot of this stuff I don't have to handle, so this thing can go a little bit smoother. But you know, at this point everyone's volunteering, so it's a little hard, and the infrastructure for doing this is still challenging, of course, as well. So, all right, Keenan is making the room and getting everyone on the sheet invited. Let's go ahead, and this is the current lineup. If you believe you should be in and you're currently not, please let me know. I'm also trying to make sure that everyone who's on this lineup is actually present. Have not seen Dawn Shredder. Super Sai is there, PewDiePie is there, Bad Bunny is here, Keenan is here, Jedi Ben is here, Top Hat is here, excellent. HBK Carlos. I have not seen HBK Carlos. So gotta wonder where he is. I know he came in here early. WFC, did you join? There's WFC, excellent. And Dania, where are you, Dania? The rules are all on the War Dog, you're in. Could I be one next Slaton Showdown? Ward, I don't understand that question. Heat 2 is starting and you're in, War Dog. Map number 1 is Scorched Stone. Map number 1 is going to be Scorched Stone, everybody. Things I would like help with. Organizing the registration for Heat 1 and Heat 2 so that we are not, you know, trying to get all the stuff going willy-nilly like this, so people can be ready to go. Also with keeping score, so when the score comes in, someone can watch a heat they're not in and keep track and update the scores live, so that we don't have to take so much time stopping down between for the scoring and stuff like that. So let's see if Dawn Shredder shows up. If not, if there's someone who's on standby that can get in. So Keenan, here's who should be in the room. It should be you, PewDiePie, Super Sai, Bad Bunny, Jedi Ben, Top Hat, Dawn Shredder, HBK Carlos, WFC, Ryzen Ninja, and Dania. Ruda, send me a DM in, I would love your help. Send me a DM in Discord, and I would love to, any help that you're willing to offer would be fantastic. We need to make sure that people are registered, they know what heat they're in, approximately what time it starts, they're here on time for it, and you know, communication with them to make sure that they actually get here and remember they registered. Let's see. You know, I don't know where HBK, I know HBK Carlos signed up, but I don't know where he went. Jedi, Dawn, Carlos, and PewDiePie are missing. War Dog King Gaming, aren't you PewDiePie? I know you were watching on YouTube. Your round is here, so... or did you peace out because of timing? That would be very frustrating. Trying to organize this can be a bit of a challenge. Oh, is my stream being kind of junky too? How's the stream functioning? Because I just realized I did not plug into the hardwire for the stream. I've been on Wi-Fi for the stream, not what it's supposed to be. Heat 2. Let's go ahead and get these guys going. If you are watching and on standby, you are welcome to take one of these open spots. So who are we still? Heat 1, the victor, Thavish. Heat 1 was Zach. A very commanding win for Heat 1 from Zach. So really great play on his part. So is PewDiePie the only person we're missing right now? Oh, we're missing PewDiePie, Ben, and Carlos. So anybody who wants to jump in any of their spots, you are welcome. So let's go ahead and see what happens. PewDiePie, Ben, Jedi Ben, and Carlos. People register and then dip. Come on, man. PewDiePie joined. Excellent. So now we're down just looking for Ben and HBK Carlos. At Jedi Ben. Where are you? At HBK Carlos. Where are you? Thavish, he used a lot of different characters. It depended on missing Dawn Treader as well. Okay. Well, we're still figuring out how to do this thing, man. Here's a big thing, guys. For those of you who want this to be slightly better organized or bigger, tell your friends about it. I know Wolfgang and Arkwriter have spread it through their group a lot. HBK Carlos says he is on his way, so we should have Carlos here in just a moment. So that'll be good. But the more people who come here for this tournament and want to be on standby lists, the less we're dealing with a situation like this, the more we can just go. So my hope is that there are more people here. Cool Guy says we are in Heat 2. Yeah, Cool Guy, you can get in. Yep. At Cool Guy, you can get in. You can join Heat 2. So let's take a look. Is Cool Guy in? Has Cool Guy joined the club of Slaton Showdown? Cool Guy's just asking. I don't know if he used Crow or not. Corey joined from Nova Esports. Awesome. Fantastic. So I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah, Corey, you're in, man. Fantastic. So we don't have Dawn Treader. Corey is going in for Dawn Treader. So Keenan, go ahead and look at the current list and tell me if the current list is matching what we have. Is everyone on the list currently in? Yeah, Corey, you're in, man. Welcome. You are in. I was recording a podcast over the stream there. Thavish on the YouTube chat wants to know what I was doing before the stream. My buddy has a podcast where he asks you to describe his fantasy house, and I was doing that. Corey, Brawl Stars, very exciting. Very exciting to have you in here, man. Welcome, welcome, dude. We're trying to get this organization better and better each time, but I'm glad you're here to be a part of it in the early stages. Eventually, I'm going to have a pro-specific one with a much bigger prize pool and a whole team behind it. These are sort of the opens that I'm doing to see how it works and have some fun and develop the product overall. But yeah, Keenan, can I get an update on everyone who's in, and tell me if it matches the scoreboard on the stream right now, please. Because I want to get this heat going, because this has now been a long stop down, and we need to get a lot going. Mateus Brawl Stars. Yeah, I believe so. I'm just finding out, Mateus, if everyone is in at the moment. At Keenan. Keenan, can you hear me? One day, this will all be easy to do when they allow me to organize it without having to be in the clan, or having to be in the friendly. We'll get going here in a second, guys. Sorry for the delays. Why does Mateus have to play? Keenan. Can you hear me? Thavish, thanks for stopping by, man. Sorry, this has been kind of slowing down here. We're just trying to get this thing organized and get heat number 2 fired off. Ninja Cat, one and only. Oh, thanks, man. You'll be here Saturday and next tourney. Thanks, man. Thanks for coming by. I'm really glad you were able to make it. And we'll be doing more of these, and they'll get better and better. Thavish, I'll see you next stream as well. Remember, everyone, we have Luis from last week. So I just want to know who is in, so I can organize the scoreboard. And we can get this thing going. But Mateus has now logged into the Discord. This went so good. This is frustrating. Come on! I want to have a tournament for you guys. I just don't know if can Keenan hear me or not. I've asked him a few times, but all right, but join in what spot? I just need to get the scoreboard organized. Spenic is on, or SpenLC is on. Thank you very much, man. Oh, Corey will tell me who's in. Oh, Keenan, you can hear me now. All I want to know is, does the scoreboard on the screen match who you have in the room? And what changes do I need to make to the scoreboard so we can go? Does anyone need, do I need to change the scoreboard at all before we get going? It's a full room. Let's go ahead and queue up that first map. Oy, Gevalt. Mateus is in the room. All right, so we lost HBK. And Mateus is now in. Is this accurate? That's my question. The prizes are money. Teaming is not allowed, Mateus. There's a no spinning rule. Make sure Mateus knows there's no spinning whatsoever. And, you know, if you team up on someone, it's different than teaming. So, Keenan, Corey, Super Psy, Portal. Keenan, Corey, Super Psy, Portal, PewDiePie, Top Hat, Dana, Luis. Is WFC not in? Portal's gone. WFC is not in. WFC, you asked to be in. Are you here? Did you piece? This is crazy. And did Bad Bunny leave too because we were taking so long? Where's Bad Bunny? Bad Bunny's in menus. Can you invite Bad Bunny, please? Bad Bunny should be in. Just, yeah, all I need to do is confirm who... I'm going to take WFC off of here. Bad Bunny is in. Do we have 9 players in right now? Is that what's happening? And are those 9 players... There's 9 of 10. Do the 9 of 10 match this? Keenan, PewDiePie, Super Psy, Bad Bunny, Jedi Ben, Top Hat, Corey, Mateus, and Dana. Does that match? The prize pool is $20. First place gets 10. Second place gets 6. And third place gets 4, I believe. It's all posted on the list. All right. You know what? I'll adjust the scores as I can see it. Let's go ahead and start the first round. Oh, HBK just joined. Well, let's get HBK back in there if he's here. And let's get this first round going. Because this has been a long delay. And we need to finish this and the finals before I have to go. Which is now getting crazy. All right, HBK Carlos. Do we have a full 10? If we have a full 10, you know what? I don't care if we have a full 10 now. Let's just go. This is bananas. The map is Scorched Stone. The map is Scorched Stone. Let's get going. I'm going off screen for a minute here. They need to really create an infrastructure for me to host this, because it makes it so much easier if I can just have myself or a mod organize this. It's because it's also asking a lot of, like, Keenan's voluntarily organizing, you know? It's not on him. He's like, wants to help out because he wants this to grow, but you know, they need to make it easier so that I can organize this and have more control so it's a smoother show for everybody involved. That's the big question. So let me know when we are up and ready, guys, so we can get into round number 1 of our second heat of the Slaton Showdown. Ruda, this is my mini account. My main is just above 4.9 right now, trying to push 5K. All right, we are about... The delay is just almost over. We are about to get into our first round of heat number 2 of the Slaton Showdown 6. Your competitors for Slaton Showdown 6. Last week's champion, Keenan, here, along with some other pro players. Corey, who's a Nova pro player. Very excited to see Corey making his Slaton Showdown debut. Should be a lot of fun to watch him play. Still in menus, waiting for this thing to kick off. My favorite brawler, that's an interesting question. I have to think about that. Okay, here we go. We are in matchmaking for the first round of Slaton Showdown 2, or Slaton Showdown 6 heat number 2. We should be live here in just one moment. And we are live with the first round of heat number 2 of Slaton Showdown 6. HBK Carlos going up against the last week's champion Keenan, who currently, I believe, sits at around 14,000 trophies. So fantastic pro player. Keenan takes Carlos out. The Dynamite down early. Corey and Bad Bunny both going pan for pan. Corey, a pro player for Nova, making his debut here in the Slaton Showdown, a last-minute addition, and putting the pressure on Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny now trapped between two high-level pros, and he does go down. Keenan and Corey. Keenan playing the spike, does have a super ready. Corey decides to put down the healing totem on the other side. Luis, who showed up and nearly stole the game away last time around, except for a spinning rule violation, trying to put some pressure on the outside. Corey in a lot of trouble here. Keenan with the predictive super. It does not pull off. And now Mateus and PewDiePie going toe-to-toe. And Mateus gets taken out by an opportunistic Dana, who then takes out PewDiePie as well. So Dana now has secured at least 1 point in our opening round. Keenan with that spike. Spike a little underrated, I think, as far as the legendaries go. In my opinion, one of the most nasty players to fight against, especially in solo showdown. Luis at 6 cubes, a bulky, heavy Pam in the middle, but Dana keeping the pressure on with those supers. So now Luis using an interesting brawler to control the middle here, in a good position in terms of the strength right now, but in a bad position in terms of the actual physical spot on the map, because everyone is able to throw their damage into the middle and chip. So we'll see if that works out. Top Hat went with Colt this time around, down to 21, down to 539. Top Hat goes out in 6th place, down to our top 5 now. Luis in a little bit of trouble. Corey does push a little bit. Luis drops his healing totem. Both Corey and Luis in a Pam battle. 3 Pam still alive. Keenan throws himself in the mix and takes Luis out. So the cube leader goes out now down to our top 4. Everyone needing at least 2 points here in this round. And it is our champion from last week, Keenan, who goes out first. Super Sai and Corey, Pam for Pam. The Nova Pro against Super Sai. 6 cubes versus 4. Right now, Corey does have the advantage. Will one of them accidentally trip that last mine there from our former bow who was on the board? Corey, Super Sai, the map closing in, the poison in tight, dropping their healing totems, and it is Corey who takes the win. Fantastic play. Corey, the Nova Pro, making his Slaton Showdown debut in fantastic fashion with a first place finish in the first round of this heat. All right, guys, we got through our first round. Let's go ahead and get me a, oh, the HBK Carlos, thanks for the sub, man. That's unbelievable, I really appreciate it. That really is, that means a lot, it really does. Thank you very much. I don't think is that Coach Corey? I don't think that's, I'd be surprised if that was actually Coach Corey. Is that because it's Coach Corey Nova? I don't actually know. It is a good Corey, it's a high quality Corey though, I'll tell you that much. Can I please get a screenshot of the scores? Oh, there we have it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and plug in our scores this time around. Corey coming in first place, Super Sai in 2nd, Dania, who I keep calling Dana, in 3rd, Keenan in 4th. Getting 1 point each is going to be Top Hat, Luis, and PewDiePie. And then Bad Bunny was 0, Mateus was 0, and Carlos was 0. And Jedi Ben did not show up, so let's go ahead and put Luis into our mix. And I'll bring my chat back up so I can see what's going on. Our next map, oh, map order. Next map is going to be Rock Wall Brawl. So let's get next map live and ready to go. Corey, Brawl Stars. Hey man, thanks for stopping by and playing, dude. Very happy to have you here. If you're Coach Corey, thanks for the big host last time. And if you're just Corey, thanks for being here. And here you have it, the scores after our first round. Corey in our #1 spot. And Super Sai in our #2 spot, the top 5 right now. Again, it's anyone's game. 5 rounds here to decide who goes to our finals. Let's go ahead and get round #2 keyed up and ready to rock. It's going to be Rock Wall Brawl for round #2. Let's go ahead and get that queued and ready to go. Coach Corey, if that is Coach Corey, that is certainly a pro player, no question there. A lot of pro players in here today. Corey's a pro player. Keenan's a pro player. Super Sai, I thought I heard maybe Super Sai was a pro. I'm not entirely sure. So let me know when we are ready to get heat number 2 going. Oh, I guess we are already in. No one let me know, so... Ugh. So, round number 2 started, no one queued me up, but here we are. So, and we've already lost someone. I didn't see Corey as not Coach Corey. I didn't believe so. Round number 2 of heat number 2. I'm wondering if we lost Keenan early because I couldn't spectate Keenan. So, that's a possibility. Down to 9 here. PewDiePie in a lot of trouble. Mateus takes PewDiePie out. So that's twice now we've seen the Dynamite, a very popular choice for this map, go out earlier than one might expect. So difficulty there for the Dynamites. Bad Bunny getting hurt by Danya. Danya putting a lot of damage on, and that should be Bad Bunny is out. So Nita off the board down to our top 6. Top Hat hiding at the bottom with that Colt. I do enjoy playing Colt a lot myself. Luis in trouble. Corey pushing hard. So Corey now in the top 5, making it, and at 6 cubes is currently a favorite to win in round number 2 as well. Another 5 points here. Danya gets killed by Super Sai out of top. Our top 4, everyone getting 2 points at least. Mateus as Pam. Top Hat as Colt. Corey at 6 with the spike. And here we have the Nita coming in from the top. That is Super Sai. Top Hat in a lot of trouble. Nita's got Top Hat pretty well trapped here. That's going to be Top Hat out in third. So the question now is which one of these 3 will move on to second place at least. Remember, third place gets 2 points. Second place gets 3 points. First place gets a massive 5 points here. If I were these players, I would be keeping a close eye on the scoreboard and targeting other players who are in position for their scores. Coach Corey using that super on Super Sai. Super Sai probably about to go down. Mateus does get the win here. Corey takes out Super Sai. Wasn't in time. No, looks like Corey came in third place. So Mateus, another late addition, taking out our current leader, Corey, to get that first place finish. We will get our scores here in just a moment. 2 rounds down in our second heat. Computer is finally on. Man, how old is your computer? It takes that long to fire up. Let's go ahead and get the screenshot here for those scores. And yeah, Keen, let's try to like run through these rounds real quick. So let me just put these scores in before you start the next round, but make sure you have that map queued up. Mateus with 5, Super Sai with 3, Corey with 2, Top Hat with 2, Danya with 1, Luis with 1, Bad Bunny with 1, and then a shocking bagel for Keenan. So there we have the scores for our second round, and you can see now Corey still in first place on the power of that excellent start, but Super Sai now moves into second, and Mateus taking a commanding spot and third. Remember, the top 5 make it to the finals, so really anyone could still make one of those top 5 spots. But let's go ahead and get round number 3 going and keep this first heat cooking along quickly so we can get to our big-time finals, which I am very excited to watch. So we are getting our third round queued up. Waiting for round number 3. How's everyone doing? Gotta figure out how to organize this between the stream content and the later edited YouTube versions. I think it'll probably just be the finals that go into the edited YouTube versions. Okay, so your leaderboard after 2 rounds here. Corey in first place, the top 5. Corey, Super Sai, Mateus, Top Hat, and Danya. And we are moving into our third round here in just a moment. Spectate is up, and there we are. 10 brawlers still in the mix, and a lot of Pams. No surprises right now. Luis going back to the Shelly. Carlos also playing Shelly right now, getting hurt a little bit by that bow. I did not see who went out first, but I'm also not seeing Keenan on the board. So could that be 2 shocking early exits for Keenan in back-to-back rounds? We got to keep an eye on that one. Top Hat trying to push Luis towards the outside. And yeah, so many Pams. If anyone needs a nerf right now, it is probably Pam. And I'll say that over and over and over again. Pam seems to be really nasty, especially in solo showdown. Top Hat in a lot of trouble here, getting pressured by the bull and a bow, and Top Hat goes out. So Luis now trapped between two, not just two range bars, but also Mateus at 6 cubes on the inside. You know, a lot of players choosing not to go close range on this map, and that's kind of an important choice. Do you plan on playing on the outside, or do you plan on trying to be the big shark in the middle? But if you play a close range brawler and don't get that dominant spot in the center ring, you're in a lot of trouble as we go on. I can see that right now, Keenan. It is up, so don't worry. I just saw that message come in. I'll take a look at the image in just a moment. Super Psy down at 738, but able to heal back up down to our top 5. Next one out gets 1 point, so everyone really wants that 2 points here. This is going to be a pretty tight movement. Probably people playing very conservative here until we get to our top 4, because 3rd and 4th place in the same HBK Carlos on PewDiePie, and that was a big elimination. Carlos now at 5 and has a super prime, so Carlos trying to move into the center, Carlos and Mateus. So we have 2 beefy close-range brawlers in the center and 2 very dangerous long-range brawlers, but as this gets closer into the middle, this begins to become more of an advantage for Carlos and Mateus. So Super Psy does have that distant vision as the bow. Corey trying to stay alive here. Mateus pushing up towards Corey. Will Corey stay alive? Super Psy is out, and now Corey trapped between 2 close-range brawlers, and that is it. Mateus with a back-to-back win, a huge victory, and it was Keenan again out with an early exit in round number 3. So fascinating. So there you had our scores after the first couple of rounds. We're gonna get our round 3 scores here in just a moment, but kind of a shocker here. Keenan, last week's champion, with 2 first place, 10th spot exits. First person out back-to-back games, or back-to-back rounds. So that's half the story. The other half of the story is the game Mateus has been putting down so far. So we'll get our scores here in just 1 moment. Okay, so let's get our scores. We'll get a screenshot here in just a second, so we can get the scores all tallied. And of course, the next map is going to be Feast or Famine. Next map is Feast or Famine, right? Yes, next map is Feast or Famine. Let me go ahead and tally these scores. Mateus, back-to-back wins. Carlos with the changing everything up there. Corey and Super Psy coming in 3rd and 4th respectively. PewDiePie taking 1 point. Bad Bunny taking 1 point. Luis taking 1 point for the 3rd round in a row. But the big story here, and you'll see in just a moment, the big story here, Keenan with 2 back-to-back zeros. Very, very shocking. He's a fantastic player. We've seen that before. But still 2 rounds, and remember the top 5 go to the final. So all you need to do, Keenan right now at 2 points. The 4th and 5th place players are also at 3. So everyone's very, very close right now. Anyone can make these finals. So let's go ahead and get our 4th round going. Those are our scores after 3 rounds here. And 4th round is going live. So let's get up and get on in. Spectate is coming up here in just 1 moment. And there we are. We are into our 4th round. And again, really anyone could get into the finals at this point. It's very, very possible. It's wide open, of course. Mateus has pretty much secured his spot in those finals, but the difference between last place and 4th place right now is almost nothing. I mean, last place, Bad Bunny with 2 points, and Luis at 3 points in 4th place. So really, it is still wide open here in round number 4. This next round is going to be a big part of deciding who gets in. Did Mateus play a Leon? Oh, Mateus played a Leon. Leon is banned. You gotta read the rules, guys. So Mateus will get 0 points for this round. I did not have a point penalty put into the rules for playing Leon, but Mateus will not get any points for this round. Luckily, he's pretty much already secured a spot in the finals. But that Leon is a banned brawler, so glad to see Leon go out kind of early here. But yeah, that's unfortunate. Guys, read the rules to the tournament. Luis takes Bad Bunny out. We're down to our top 4 here. And Corey takes out Luis. So we have 2 Pams, and there you go, Keenan, now in 3rd place. So if Keenan can get 2nd or 1st place this time around, that would be a massive shift towards his goal of making it into our finals for the 2nd time in a row. But at 31, he does go down, still 2 points. Will be a big 2 points here. Super Psy. Taking a lot of damage here on the outside from that mortar. Corey has control of the middle, both at 4 cubes right now. So the advantage right now does go to Corey with the center control and with a slightly little bit better health. So the question is, can Super Psy push in and change that advantage? And Super Psy takes out Corey. Unbelievable. That was not what I expected to see there. What a fantastic play. Super Psy just saw an opening, pushed, and took out Corey to take 1st place in that round. Yeah, Leon is currently banned. It's just a rule we haven't changed yet. I might change it. You know, Leon, people still think that Leon is a little bit too OP, and so few players. I think that Leon's OP in a way that Spike and Crow are not, and so many players don't have Leon. So Leon's been banned, and I might consider unbanning Leon for next week, but it is in the rules at the moment. So if you guys think there's a good argument for changing any of our player bans, let me know. Mateus, you're still going to make it to our finals, so I wouldn't worry about that. But let me go ahead and tabulate these scores. Super Psy with the win. Corey in 2nd place. 3rd place is Keenan. 4th place is Luis. Bad Bunny in 5th. PewDiePie in 6th. Mateus gets a 0 for playing a banned character, which would have been 1 point anyway, so not a big deal in terms of the difference there. And let's go ahead. Let me just go ahead and put that in. And let's go ahead and get our scores up. And there you have it, our scores after 4 rounds. And look at that, just off the strength of one different round, Keenan has moved into 5th place, into playoff contention at 4 points. But again, right now, look at this. Look at how close it is. The top 3 people, Super Psy, Corey, and Mateus, all pretty much secured their spot in the finals, but anyone could take that 4th or 5th spot right now. So things are very, very tight trying to make this final round. So let's go ahead and queue up our finals here. It's going to be Double Trouble is our final map here, our round number 5 map. Double Trouble. So this is pretty wild. It's so close here and so many talented players. I mean, I feel like half this club, or half this group right now is above 10K, if not even higher. So pretty fantastic level of play, and we are into the finals. This is going to be wild here. Remember, we do have some people on the bubble at the moment. And here we are in the finals, 10 people after, but Luis and Keenan currently sitting in 4th and 5th place, but anyone could steal those spots. Corey, Psy, and Mateus have all pretty much secured their way into those finals, so everyone else is playing to take one of those last 2 spots. Bad Bunny right now in trouble, trapped. An elimination right now would be an elimination from the next round, so keep an eye on any of those players who are on the bubble. The first 3 to go out, unless it's one of our leaders. An elimination now means an elimination from the finals overall. Top Hat goes down, so Top Hat eliminated from the finals, down to our final 9 here. And there are currently 6 players competing for 2 spots in those finals. Luis on the inside, going with Brock, and in a lot of trouble here at 30. Now be able to heal back up, so good news for Luis. Super Psy going with Pam again, and Danya goes out. So now we have 2 of the 7 players vying for the last 2 spots out there. 5 people pushing for those final 2 spots in our next round. And oh no, Keenan gets sniped so bad by PewDiePie using the Piper, and that's how frustrating a Piper can be. That PewDiePie may have just secured a spot in the finals. Now remember, we do have rules for if there is a draw, we have a random selector. So if people are tied for those 4th or 5th spots and points, we will go to the random selector as is listed in the rules to pick people out. So if you're on the bubble, you want to get a little bit of a higher finish to protect your spot and not leave things up to chance. So that's what PewDiePie's trying to do with that Piper. HBK Carlos takes out Super Saiyan. So now down to our top 4. Everyone here getting 2 points or more. Corey putting the pressure on PewDiePie. PewDiePie playing this Piper almost to perfection. That was a lot of P's at once. Peter Piper picked a peck of PewDiePie, but he goes down. Mateus, our leader, looking to get one more top finish. HBK Carlos here. Looks like he might have secured a spot in the finals with these 3 points. We will see here in a moment. A win there would have been a definite securing. Mateus, big shocker here one more time with a big-time finish. So unbelievable play. Mateus with 3 wins out of the 5 rounds in this heat. Big time play by Mateus. We will get our scoreboard here updated in just a moment, but it has been fascinating. That Piper play by PewDiePie was really, really big in this moment. So we will go and see our scores here in a moment and see if we have to do any tiebreaker rules. Mateus is also a pro. Okay, cool. A lot of high level. Dude, I'm so happy to have so many high level players. Guys, we're gonna eventually have a full-on like pro invitational version of this with a bigger prize pool, and at that point I'll be able to like bring in some more people for to help with organizing. But I'm really to everyone who's playing pro, semi-pro, someone who just loves the game. The fact that all of you guys are here makes me very happy. And I really appreciate the support. This will just get better and better, bigger and bigger, and more organized. All right, guys, so let's go. We are about to see the scoreboard here. And here we have it. Your scores after 5 rounds. Coming in first is Mateus at 15, Super Sai and Corey in 2nd and 3rd at 14. Luis and HBK Carlos coming in with 6 points each. PewDiePie just did not quite do enough, nearly qualified into that 5th spot, so no tiebreakers needed. Mateus, Super Sai, Corey, Luis, and HBK Carlos going on to our finals. You can see still how close it was. Anyone could have made it in PewDiePie. If PewDiePie had just been able to make it into those top 2 spaces, especially since Carlos got 3. Literally, it was PewDiePie going out before Carlos that changed everything. If PewDiePie had taken Carlos out, it would have been a switch there. But really fun heat, guys. So let me go ahead and get the... keep getting ones, yeah. Super Sai's a top pro also. Guys, all these pros, Mateus and Corey Simonova, seriously, thank you guys for coming by. I'm going to continue to grow this and increase the prize pool as time goes on. For now, we're just kind of learning how this thing goes. So let me go ahead and get our finals all organized here. Oh, let me go ahead and do this real quick. Oh man, I had to go ahead and undo that. Let me go ahead and bring this over here 1 second. So it's Mateus, Super Sai, Corey, Luis, and Carlos. Mateus, Super Sai, Corey, Luis, and Carlos. That is going to be our finalists. Oh, here we go. I can just do this. Let's see. Mateus, Super Sai, Corey, Luis. There we go. Luis and Carlos. So let me go ahead and clear the scoreboard from that round. And let's go ahead and put in our list of finalists. So here you have it, guys. Our finalists. Who am I missing? Oh, Luis. That's what I'm missing. There we go, guys. Our finalists: Zach, Wolfgang, Hellrat, Logix, Ruta Corey, Mateus, HBK, Carlos, Super Sai, and Luis. And a lot of these players here have already placed in the past. and won at the Slaton Showdown. So really excited to see some returning players have some success. Let's go ahead and get our finals queued up. Logix, if you wouldn't mind creating the group. Keenan, DMs. All right, guys, I have been informed in my DMs that someone was attempting to team. So that player is going to be kicked from the finals. I'm actually going to ban this player for next week as well for attempting to team. The whole point of this is that there's no teaming allowed. So I'm actually really disappointed that you would even go for that. So Super Sai is out. That's really pretty lame. Yeah, guys, the whole point of this is that it's no team. That's the point of it. I don't want to have to do a thing where like your names aren't shown, because it kind of, I think that I like that people can see their names. But if people are going to abuse that by trying to do secretly teaming, I might have to. So yeah, that's really, yeah, you know what, actually, I'm gonna, yeah, PewDiePie, you're in. Since you were next. Oh, you know what, hold on, let me see, let me go back, what were the scores? I already erased the scores, because was someone tied with, I think PewDiePie and Keenan were tied, weren't they? PewDiePie and Keenan were both tied in that round, if I remember correctly. That's really disappointing. That's really disappointing. So yeah, Super Sai is going to be banned for next week as well, because I'm trying to create fair play here, guys. That's just no fun. Can someone confirm that PewDiePie and Keenan, not PewDiePie is in? I think you guys were tied though, so I could do the random choice generator. Yeah, but that person, I have someone Super Sai was trying to team. I have screenshots that show Super Sai was trying to team. So even if you didn't team, the fact that you were trying shows me that you were intending to, and you may have done with someone else. I don't know if someone else did accept your invitation, but like you were clearly trying to circumvent the rules I was going for. So whether it succeeded or not, it's dishonest, and I don't like that. So yeah, that's unfortunate, but that's the result, and that's the ruling I'm going with. PewDiePie. So PewDiePie, you are into the finals, man. Congratulations. Logix, if we could go ahead and get that organized, that would be great. Let's go ahead and get that next round up, guys. That is very unfortunate. Not what I had hoped. All right, everyone, leave the old room. Logix is our new host. Yeah, PewDiePie, you're in, man. I'm gonna go ahead. Let me go here for a second. One moment here. You know, I'm gonna have to make some adjustments in the future here. So what happened? I had evidence that one of our players was attempting to team. So whether it worked or not, that's a clear violation of the whole point of this. I even advertise it as a showdown tournament with no teaming. So the fact that you're even trying to circumvent that and do it is kind kind of in violation of the whole spirit of this thing. So everyone go ahead and join Logix. Logix, this is the player list. There you go. Here is the player list for the finals. Zach, Wolfgang, Hellrat, Logix, Ruta B, Corey, Mateus, HBK, Carlos, PewDiePie, and Luis. That is the list for finals. Oh, Portal, thanks, man. I really appreciate you you spectating, dude. Thank you very much for coming on by. We're trying to turn this into something big, something fun for everybody. But, you know, it's early on. This is only the 6th one of these. I don't really have, it's just me here with, you know, my computers and a Stream Deck, trying to make this thing look as good and run as well as possible. But, you know, it is what it is. So we're to keep on growing it. Eventually, when I can get a little bit financial support here for this thing, I'm gonna do pro tournaments on the weekends, like occasional. I mean, I'll keep doing the Slaton Showdowns on Thursdays that are these opens, but eventually I'm gonna have a bigger prize pool, and probably like Sundays we'll be doing some big pro invitationals. So, Spenic, are you Super Saiyan? Like, I mean, I straight up have evidence that Super Saiyan was trying a team. So, I mean, guys, if you want me to share the screenshots, I'm not trying to be rude about this, but I have screenshots that Super Saiyan sent people to be like, hey, do you want an alliance? Which, that's against the ethos. So I don't need to share the screenshots, but like he was messaging people on Discord to be like, hey, do you want a team? So, like, all I can do is go with what I saw. If this is controversial for a $20 prize pool tournament, I'm sorry. Hopefully I can organize a better solution to this for the future. But, you know, I'm seeing what I'm seeing. So I'm just trying to make sure we maintain the integrity of the idea the best that we can. Because that's important to me, and I know people come here because one big complaint about Solo Showdown is that there's teaming. So I'm trying to avoid that the best I can. Yeah, Super Sai DM'd people. So, you know. Thank you, Spenic. Oh yeah, let me just go ahead and put this up. Yeah, I'm just trying, like, here's the thing, guys. This is fun. It's a game that I really enjoy, and I want to see it grow. And in particular, like, I've seen what the Clash Royale pro scene has done for some players. If we can grow the Brawl Stars pro scene between the 3v3 modes and the showdown modes, this could be a lot of fun for everybody. I really enjoy doing this. I just want to make sure that this is a fun, fair environment for everybody. So that's my goal, to make this bigger and better every single week, and make it so that there's fair play is very important to me. The list right now for the finals is up. Spades, how are you, man? Good to see you in the chat. The Discord, let me go ahead, all the rules and registration information is on my Discord. Let me go ahead and link that in the Twitch chat here. I need to redo some of my hot links. Yeah, I don't know. Here's the thing: is I don't know if Super Saiyan ended up teaming with anybody. One of the players sent me a screenshot of Super Saiyan's messages. So I have screenshots to show that he was trying. I hope that no one else accepted his invitation. That would be very unfortunate, but PewDiePie is offline. Okay, well, then next down on the list was Keenan. So Keenan, if you're still here and you want in the finals, we've obviously seen there was a fair play issue. So Keenan, you can move up. if you'd like to participate in the finals. Let me know if you're still here, buddy. Is Keenan here? Hear your side? You're about to DM me. Okay. All right, go ahead and throw me a DM. Honestly, I need to be. I'm supposed to be done here in 20 minutes, so we've kind of had a lot of delays because of some stuff. But it's a little frustrating. Logix, is everyone in there except for PewDiePie? You're ready? Okay, let's go ahead. Super Sai, I'll happy to discuss with you afterwards, but I mean, I have the screenshots. I'm happy to have a conversation with you about it later, but for now we have to move the tournament on because I have to get on with my day. So let's go ahead and move into the finals, and you and I can have a longer conversation about this in the future, once we're done. But for now, we need to get in. So let's go ahead and get to our finals. Guys, the ruling is what it is today. I'm happy to have a conversation about adjustments later, but everyone needs to read the rules clearly beforehand. You know, the rules are pretty clear on what stuff means. Portal, look, again, first of all, it's a $20 tournament, but also, like, the rules are there. The rules are clear, and this is what I'm going with. So if you're upset about it, I'm sorry to hear that, but you know, I'm trying to do something very specific. I'm willing to consider not having the ban extend to next week, but honestly, like, it specifically is advertised and the rules say that there's no teaming. It's specific in the rules. So, you know, attempting to do teaming beforehand, that's pretty clear not okay with the rules. So let's go ahead and get this next round going. Dune Drift is our first map, and we are starting. First round of Slaton Showdown 6 is live, and here you have it. And surprise, surprise, there are Pams everywhere on the board right now. I feel like I have only seen Pams so far. This is absolutely insane. 10 players. Is it 10 Pams? I played a game once where 8 of 10 were Shellys, and that was a random game, so we'll see if that holds up here. We do have one non-Pam so far, Rue to beat, going with a Shelly. So it's Pams everywhere. And one Pam down. Hellrat goes out to Keenan. And Keenan now doing his best on the outside. Corey trapped between Logix and someone else. I cannot see who it is up top. Corey in a lot of trouble here trying to stay alive and does barely survive for the moment. We'll see if Corey... No, Zach takes out Corey. And so, we do have a Barley in here as well. Carlos with a very interesting choice to go with a Barley on this very open map, but so far staying alive into our top 7 right now. So everyone here is getting points for round number 1, and it is a Pam fest here. It's a Pam convention. This is absolutely insane. Only one non-Pam on the board right now, and that is Carlos. How long can he survive? And right now, it looks like the beefiest Pam is Mateus, who takes out Carlos. So, look, I'll tell you guys, I'll make one prediction. A Pam will take first place in this round, and second, and third, and fourth. and 5th and 6th. So if you think Pam doesn't need a nerf, look at what's happening right now. This round could take a very long time because of all the healing available. People are going to get very close, I think, before anyone starts dying here. It really depends on just who starts to pinch whom. Luis and Wolfgang just taking pot shots at each other. And Logix goes out. So now we're down to our top 4. Luis, Zach, Mateus, and Wolfgang. Zach and Mateus going head-to-head at the top. Wolfgang and Luis at the bottom. And Wolfgang does take Luis out. Can Wolfgang get enough health to stay alive? And he does. Wolfgang and Zach. Zach at 7. Wolfgang goes down. And Mateus at 7. Mateus taking the win here in our first round of the finals. Very nice work. Mateus continuing to show absolute dominance here in Slaton Showdown 6. Let's get our scores. Yeah, guys, so to address it, the last time I'm going to address it right now, I'll talk with Super Sai off stream about it in more detail. The rules are there and clear to be read. I made what I thought was the fairest ruling that I could. Yeah, no, I mean, Super Sai, so you see Super Sai apologizing in the chat. And look, I'm happy to talk with you more about it off stream. I made the ruling as I made it. I'm glad that you're kind of taking some responsibility for what happened. I'm sorry the ruling went. I mean, I need to expand the rules so they're definitely more clear piece by piece. I think that this was a violation of the rules from the way that I would interpret them, which is why I ruled the way I did. But again, this is supposed to be fun for everybody, so I have no hard feelings towards Super Sai. So I hope nobody else does as well, but we'll talk more about this after. But that's the end of it for now. Let's just go ahead and continue with these finals and have a really fun finals. I'm going to go ahead and get our scores in, and we will get into our next round here in just a moment. Let's go ahead and get that round queued up, please, so we can get through these very quickly, because with all the delays we've had today, I am definitely up against it. In terms of timing. All right, so we should have all of our scores in, and there you have it, the scores after one round, and we are ready for round number 2, so let's go ahead and get round number 2 kicked off. Excellent. Yeah, Sai, a lot of, yeah. Again, that's the end of it. We'll talk more afterwards. I'm just trying to make it fun for everybody. No disrespect to Sai or everyone else who's here. And we'll, we'll come back next week and have even more fun with a slightly better organized tournament as well. All right, here we go. Round number 2 of our finals beginning, getting our spectate mode up. And currently Mateus in our first place spot, Wolfgang in our second place spot, and Zach in third. So everyone here pretty familiar with the Slaton Showdown. And this time you can see a lot more throwers here and a lot fewer Pams. That's what the map does. Oh, there's a Pam. Wasn't going to be long before we saw him. I might see a second Pam up top as well. Yeah, so Hellrat and Mateus going with Pam. Luis taking Logix out, so Anita off the board. Dynamite, a traditional choice for this map, paying off well early on for Luis. And Corey going Barley. I always respect someone who goes Barley in solo showdown. Definitely can be great in the right hands. Mateus goes down. A Pam is out. Our leader getting 0 points in round number 2. Keenan and Corey, 2 pros going head to head. Corey right now trying to stay alive down at 397. Will escape though and stay alive. So nice moves by the pro player from Nova. But Corey gets taken out by Wolfgang with the long penny shot, and Hellrat goes down. So this finals is already crazy and going off. It's completely been unpredictable so far. You thought Mateus winning again. Big shocker here, but Mateus out early. And now Wolfgang is pinched between Luis and Keenan, but does a nice move, has that penny to move towards the top, and now it's Luis who's pinched. Zach making that barrel-to-barrel play. Down to our top 4 here. Wolfgang, Keenan, Zach, who is our 4th player, currently staying out of danger, and it is HBK Carlos. So Very, very tight here at the top. HBK Carlos trying to just stay out of it. Only at 1 cube, so a smart move right now, but now he's trapped. If anyone realizes he's there in the middle, that could be it for the player as the Nita. Keenan also playing Nita, and now starting to pressure Carlos. Carlos in a lot of trouble here. Everyone knows he's stuck in the middle. Wolfgang, Zach, Keenan also in trouble though. Don't forget that Keenan is trapped in the corner right now. But a nice play of the super, using his bear to push Carlos towards the middle. Remember, second and third get the same number of places, same number of points. So Keenan needs to take out Zach or Wolfgang to try to move to get 3 or 5 points here. Zach now probably in the worst position, trying to push on Wolfgang. Wolfgang gets his super down, distracts a bit, but Keenan seems to be the one getting out in the best at the moment, and Keenan now with the Nita pushing, and Keenan takes out Wolfgang. The opportunistic play by last week's champion gets him some more 5 points. Fantastic work by Keenan. An unbelievable performance there. Looked like he was in a lot of trouble, but then was able to pull it out and let his opponents get themselves in trouble. 2 rounds down. Let's go to our scores. All right. Let's go ahead and get those scores in for round number 2 and get our next map queued up, which is going to be the next map is going to be Stormy Plains. I'm sorry, the next map is going to be Passage. Sorry, I almost had that wrong there for a second. And we're getting our scores in here in just one moment. Remember, Slaton Showdown 7 will be next week, and hopefully run just a little bit smoother than this one did. And eventually, I'm hoping that they will create some infrastructure inside the game that will help augment this. But you know what? You guys are part of groundbreaking work here. No one's doing what we're doing. Wait, what? Oh yeah, there we go. All right, so let me go ahead and get our chat open. And there we have it, our next set of scores, and it is Wolfgang in the lead, tied at the moment. But we are gonna get into our 3rd round, and it is starting to move. And here we are in round number 3. And it is crazy right now with Wolfgang, Keenan, and Mateus in our 1st, 2nd, and 3rd something, and HBK Carlos going out to, and look at this, it's bows and Pams all over the place. A very open map here, and Ruda B going with a very interesting choice here with the bull. You know, I think that Ruda doesn't have access to a lot of brawlers, so that's a bit just, and look, I mean, this is a Pam fest. I might have to rotate the maps a bit for next week just so we're not having all Pams in the finals. Keenan going with Spike, though. I do like that choice. A little bit off choice here. No Colts to be noticed here. So no one choosing to go with Colt. The spread that Pam and Bo create make a lot of trouble for Colt. And Wolfgang, your current leader, goes out with no points in the 3rd round. And Ruda B should have stayed in the grass if he could, got pushed out and away. And we are back to Pam Central, Pams and Bows. Keenan, the only brawler that's not playing one of those two, still in the mix. Everyone getting points at this stage in round number 3. Luis as a bow, chipping away at Keenan, but Zach takes Luis out, does Keenan a huge favor. So Keenan holding on to his super right now. Corey, Hellrat, and Logix in a little dance up near the top. Hellrat choosing to turtle up a little bit here with the super, with those mines down. Keenan and Zach going face-to-face with each other at the bottom. I'm seeing 5 of our 6, not seeing the 6th right now. Hellrat, a little bit of trouble there, and Hellrat goes down. Logix with a great placement of a super. Mateus just camping right now, hiding out, and now forced to push. At the moment, Logix goes down to Corey, so it's 3 Pams and a Spike. Zach goes down to Keenan. So it's 2 Pams and a Spike. 3 pro players, Keenan, Mateus, and Corey, who will come out on top with 5 points here in the 3rd round and take a big, big step towards the winner in our championship. And it is Corey taking out Keenan. Corey and Mateus, 2 Pams. Mateus at 4 cubes, Corey at 5 cubes, but that does not necessarily mean Mateus is out, but Mateus is being forced away from his super. He does rotate up top, gets his healing totem down again, but Corey currently sitting pretty right now. Can he push Mateus all the way down? And Corey does get Mateus out. Fantastic performance, unbelievable work. Guys, the level of play here continues to get better every week. I cannot wait until we get to the full Pro Invitational. You can see even now, with a mixture of talented amateurs and high-level pros, the gameplay is just absolutely insane. So we'll get our scores here in just a moment. 3 rounds down in the Slaton Showdown 6. Let's see. Oh, that's already the round three screenshot. Excellent. Let's go ahead and queue up the next round, and I will get these scores in. Thank you, Logix, for keeping this thing moving so well. I really appreciate it. We just need to get a better organization on the front end, and this thing will all be moving like water. Logix, Hellrat, and Luis, all with 1, and the remaining players with 0. And let's go ahead and take a look at our scores after 3 rounds. And Mateus still in first place, but close on his heels right now is last week's champion Keenan at 8 points. Zach in 3rd place, so 2 of our top 3 from last week currently in the top 2 places. Mateus, though, has been doing great so far. Wolfgang right on their heels. We are moving into our next round here, round number 4. And it still is so tight. Ruta B with a couple of wins. Remember, we go 6 rounds here in the finals rather than 5. So Ruta B is not out of contention, even down at 1 point right now. You know, it has made some tough brawler choices. I'm guessing it's because of a limited brawler selection at this stage. So that is challenging for him, but we will see if he can get things back and going. Round number 4 on its way. And things are starting to shape up pretty nicely here in our finals. So let's get round number 4 up and live. Here we go. And Zach going with Crow. So we're seeing a little bit of a switch here from the meta, and it's a Pam fest. It's a Pam fest. Someone please nerf a Pam out there. It might be, you know what, we might have to, next week we might have to ban Pam and put in Leon and see how that goes, if that changes things up, because this has been Pam City all day. 10 brawlers still live right now. No one has gotten the kill. Guys, if you're in the chat and still watching, go ahead and vote. Do you think we should keep, for next week, should we have no bans? Should we continue with the Leon ban, or should we change it to a Pam ban? Go ahead and vote in chat if you want. And you can help decide how the future of this tournament might go. Zach in trouble, down to 303. Keenan trying to pressure with the penny. Zach with some great dodges, and that's the power of a Crow. So mobile, so versatile. He might be squishy, but he's good at getting out of the way. But does Zach know the kind of trouble that he might be in? And it's a lot here. We still have 10 brawlers. This is so frustrating for a player. And Zach goes down to Keenan with a nice opportunistic shot from the penny. Corey and Luis at the bottom, facing off. Luis with more cubes, but Corey with a little bit more health right now. And Corey takes out his health totem. Very smart move there by the pro. Hellrat stuck in the corner, but pushing Ruta B away, and Ruta B in a lot of trouble here. This could be it for our player, and Hellrat goes down. Mateus, though, takes out Ruta B down to our top 7. Everyone getting points here, and Corey finally takes out Luis. Wolfgang and Logix up top, but they are getting harassed by Keenan's mortar, and Wolfgang takes Logix out. Corey now pushing up down to our top 3 here. Keenan, Wolfgang, and HBK Carlos. And Keenan really showing why he's such a talented player, why we were so surprised he struggled in the qualifiers in his heat. But right now, Corey and HBK Carlos, you know, both of them in a good position. Keenan with a little bit less HP. So, or no, not now at the moment, not after Carlos took that damage. One of them really has to want to go and put some damage on that mortar so it stops putting them in trouble. And Carlos chooses to go for the points rather than the win. So it's going to be Keenan with back-to-back wins here in the finals. Yeah, People are saying Pam ban, Leon unban. I might have to go with that one, guys. And Keenan, though, here we have it. It might be a Pam-friendly map, but that was not a Pam-friendly finish. It is Penny taking the victory here in round number 2 instead. Let's go ahead and get our scores. Sorry, in round number 4.
For pain and for glory.
All right, scores are going to be coming in just 1 second here. And there we have some of these scores. The scoreboard will be live in just a moment as we queue up our next round. And we are ready. Our scores for round number 4 are in, and you can see taking first place was Keenan, and that moves him into first overall here in the finals. So, you know, it's been a crazy day, and it's wild that we're here, but not letting the opportunity slip away from him. Keenan here getting himself into first place. Mateus dropping into second place. Wolfgang, though, holding on to third right now. Corey, Zach, and HBK Carlos nipping on his heels. Ruta B falling further out of contention. Hellrat in trouble as well. But again, we have 2 rounds left. Logix could still steal us with a couple of big wins. There's definitely opportunities here for people to get into the money. So we will see what happens. But the difference between 7th place and 3rd place, or even 2nd place right now, is not very much. So we will see what happens as we get into our 5th and 6th round of our finals. And yes, I'll be making some rules adjustments for next week, including some clarifications. We'll probably change from a Leon ban to a Pam ban, most likely. And we will probably change the map order around a little bit to create some more variation in these maps. So we are getting ready here for round number 5. I forgot to eat today, guys. I am exhausted. I have been talking for 4 hours now between the podcast and the this competition. All right, we are about to move into our 5th round. One more round following this one. Of course, the scores are very tight, and here we go. 10 brawlers alive. It's a fairly open map. Not as open as the other ones before, though, so you see some variation here. Carlos going with Shelly, Logix going with Bo, Corey going back to his Spike. Have not seen a Pam yet. Does not mean there is no Pam. So we'll find out in a minute once we move off of this Logix and Corey battle. Keenan. So now it's a big bow fest this time around. We see a few bows. We see a few Shellys. Very interesting shift. Still 10 alive, and we see a couple of spikes as well. So very interesting shift in the meta for this 5th round. People choosing not to go with Pam. A little bit tighter quarters here might be part of the reasoning behind that one. Still 10 alive. And this is the level of play right now. No one making a big mistake. Everyone's staying alive. People are still pressing, but they're not pressing so much that they're getting themselves in trouble. I like the defensive use of the super from Corey, so very, very nice work there. Luis and Mateus both just trying to control the center and wait and hope someone wanders into their places. Both of them also seem to have their super up as well, I think. Carlos in trouble, trapped between Logix and Wolfgang. He's going to get too close here. Mateus is going to take Carlos out right now, and there you have it. Mateus does take Carlos. Carlos is our first one down. The Heartbreak Kid goes out first. Ruta B, look at that. He has a spike, so interesting that he's been going with Bull in some very strange choices. A lot of spikes here. The first time I've seen 3 spikes on the board. So it's all spikes, bows, and Shellys here in round number 5. Mateus back to his super once more, but Spike is a frustrating brawler to go up against when you're Shelly. I know from experience. Wolfgang taking Logix out. Hellrat pushing towards Ruta B. Ruta B does go down. Will Luis survive? Luis in a lot of trouble here, down to 723, and Hellrat takes Luis off the board. Now down to our top 4. Mateus could be in trouble. Does avoid the bomb, so Mateus now trying to recover some health, but exposes himself, and there you go. Hellrat and Wolfgang both throw damage. Hellrat, Wolfgang, and Keenan, our 3 finalists. Now again, this is a big thing. Remember, you can see who's who and what the scoreboards are, and so this is an interesting point. Will some of these players start targeting? And there you had Wolfgang targets Keenan. Keenan goes down, and that was the big question I had, was will people start targeting players because they know where they are in the leaderboard and try to create opportunities for themselves to move up. That's part of why I don't want to have question marks up, so that players can go, hey, oh, I want that person out of the way so I can target them and try to move my way up. Fantastic work there. Let's go take a look at our scoreboard here. Let's get our updates in. It was Hellrat with a big first place finish. That could really change things for Hellrat when it comes to trying to make it into the money. Let's go ahead and put the, let's run these ads one more time. Wolfgang and Mateus coming in 3rd and 4th respectively. Luis coming in 5th. Corey in 6th and Ruda in 7th. And then we have zeros for our remaining players. Oh no, I just got rid of the Twitch chat. Whoops. I had the Twitch chat popped out. I just got rid of it. Let me go ahead and get that back up. Oh boy. Oh boy. Because I can't see. There we go. Let me go get that Twitch chat back popped out. Accidentally X'd it. And there you have our scoreboard for after 5 rounds. As we move into our 6th and final round, Keenan is in 1st place, Mateus in 2nd, and Wolfgang in 3rd. Still, 3rd place has a lot of possibilities. Again, there are tiebreaker rules available on the Discord if you want to see how those rules work out. But if people are really looking for to move this thing on, what they really want is Keenan to go out first and Mateus to get the win. Otherwise, Keenan's gonna take the victory here one more time. So pretty crazy here. It's been a wild day, a long day, to say the least, but we are getting near the end, finally, of this wild day. If you haven't already, go ahead and follow me on Twitter, guys. And please let me know in the chat when we are ready for our 6th and final round. Whew, what a day, everybody. What a day. I'm gonna have to go fairly quickly after this is over, but all the rules should also explain how you guys get your prize money as well, so we should be moving into, it looks like we're gonna be moving into our finals here in just one moment, our final round. Give a bit of a delay here. Starting, here we go. And we are getting into our 6th and final round of the Slaton Showdown 6. Action coming your way in just one moment here. And there we have it. And shocker, shocker, we're seeing Pams and we're seeing bows. So we will definitely be seeing some switches and bans and maps for next week. People really seeing the power here. And Keenan does go out first, so that really opened the door here. If Mateus takes a victory, we will go to a bonus round. So that's the big question here is, can Mateus take first? That would be absolutely wild. If Mateus takes first, everything changes here. We will go to a bonus round, which will be absolutely wild, which will really open the doors for a lot of people. So right now, this is absolutely insane. And HBK Carlos takes out Zach. So Carlos going back to a bull and doing a good job with it so far. I haven't seen Mateus yet. I wonder if he is familiar with that aspect of the rules. And HBK Carlos, I saw some spinning there. I don't know what that was. I'd have to go review what happened there. Because was Carlos inside the? Was he visible to other players or not visible? You know, if chat can weigh in, was that meant to be a competitive move? If Carlos doesn't place in the top 3, it's not really much of a competitive issue either way, but I didn't have a chance to look and review what actually occurred there. Ruda takes Mateus out, so this will be our final round. That secures the #1 spot for Keenan. But still, a lot to be decided about our numbers 2 and 3 spots. Who will take those? Who will walk away with cash and who will not? Carlos taken out by Ruda B, so whether he was spinning or not, irrelevant, because Carlos no longer in the running for one of our top 3 spots here. Wolfgang and Corey. Wolfgang wants to make a name for himself against the pro. Wolfgang goes down to Corey. Ruda B is trying to stay alive here, dodging against Logix. Ruda B at 7, Logix at 2, but Ruda B at 2251 needs to find a way to get some health back up. Will he be able to? And just pushes a little bit too hard, so now it's Ruda B out. It's Logix versus Corey. Logix versus Corey, Bo versus Pam. That's been the story of the entire day. And looks like Corey in a really good position here. One more shot should do it, and that is it. Corey takes the win in the 6th and final round. So this has been an absolutely wild day. I'm very excited to see how our scores do play out in the end. We should have our screenshot here in just a moment, and I will get those scores in, and we will see who is our winner. Very clearly, I think, looking at the math here, I don't think there's any way for Keenan to not get first place. So we'll find out more about that in just one moment. But now let me go ahead and move to plugging in the scores. Corey taking first in that round. Logix with 3 points taking second. It's Ruda B with 2 points and Wolfgang with 2 points. Will those 2 points for Wolfgang be enough? I didn't get any ruling from the chat whether what they saw about Carlos, so I'm very curious to see what everyone else said there. I don't believe that any points would be enough to get Carlos into contention. No, they wouldn't. So I'm going to leave Carlos blank for... if Carlos does keep his point, he still would not be one of our top 3 finishers. So, guys, you ready to see the final scores for the Slaton Showdown 6? And there you have it, your champion for back-to-back weeks after a crazy day. It is Keenan, but the big story here with a first place finish in the final round, it is Corey moving into that silver medal spot, and then Wolfgang moving into the 3rd place. Now we do have a tie between Mateus and Wolfgang in that 3rd place spot. So let me go ahead and take a look at the rules here to be sure exactly what my ruling is supposed to be as far as that goes. I don't know if I'm really hoping that I had made a scoring rule when it comes to so the fairest thing off the ruling would be for Wolfgang and Mateus to split the 3rd place winning of $4, but because I have not clarified the rules, I'm going to go ahead and award a 3rd place finish to both Wolfgang and Mateus. So there you have it. Wolfgang and Mateus will both walk away with the 3rd place winnings. Keenan, your 1st place winner, once again our champion in back-to-back weeks. It's been a crazy day, guys. I know we've been up and down all over the place. Thank you so much for putting up with me and putting up with what the show has been today. Thanks to everyone for playing, and of course we'll work out more kinks. We'll make this bigger and better, bring you guys bigger prizes, and this has been a lot of fun for me today. I gotta sign off. I've already gone 10 minutes over time today, so I am out of here. That's it for Slaton Showdown 6. Remember, Slaton Showdown 6 was this week. Next week, Slaton Showdown 7. Thursday, the 28th, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And then, of course, this Saturday, we're going to have Battleground Weekly 6 for you Clash Royale people to see pros getting ready to go off for CRL. This is their big warm-up. That's it for Slaton Showdown 6, guys. I will see you on Saturday. Thanks for playing. All right. Thanks, everybody. This was wild. I'm going to go ahead and find somebody to host, and then I'm going to get the heck out of here. My voice is shot. This was a crazy day. If you guys have any thoughts or whatever you want to send to me in DMs in Discord, please do. I know that things got kind of nuts today. We will, again, like I said, we'll work out some of those kinks. But thanks for bearing with me on what it's been like today. We were decent on the Brawl Stars list. So let's find someone. Let's go ahead and let's look at who's playing Brawl Stars, who's streaming Brawl Stars right now, and send someone a nice little raid and pass along the love. Do I see anybody that I know? Not see anybody that I know on streams, so let's go find somebody who could use just a little bit of love here. Ba 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 ba. Let's go former #1's 4th stream, /Can. All right. Let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and raid /Cam here. Thanks again, guys. For those of you who are questioning, if you have any questions about how to get your winnings, the information is in the rules. DM me your a screenshot from within the game to show that it was you correctly. Like, show me your account in the game, and send me your email so that I can then PayPal you the money. PayPal is the way I pay out. So if you can't do PayPal, let me know, but I don't know other solutions to that problem. Anyway, that's it for Slaton Showdown 6, and I will see you guys on Saturday. Let's go and get a raid, and I'm going to go and take care of my baby boy. Peace. And raid.